Hey guys, what's up? This is XWolfX here, coming at you with today's deck profile, which is actually a wind anti-meta type deck. That's right, Yosenjus. The fun thing about Yosenjus is they usually never stay on the board because by the end of the turn, if you're not exceeding with them, they bounce. But let's get started. Alrighty, so we play 3 copy of Yosenju Karma, or Kama 1. He's a 4-star, 1600 attack, 500 defense. Basically, what he does is he can, if you control another Yosenju monster, you can bounce, or you target one face-up card your opponent controls, and you bounce it and return it to hand, which is pretty nice to get around big, beefy monsters. Then Yosenju Karma number 2, which can attack your opponent directly, which he is pretty good with number 3, which let's go ahead and talk about number 3. Then you play 3 copies of Yosenju Karma 3, 1600 beat stick. Basically, anytime one of your Yosenju monsters does battle damage, and it's only one time per turn, so you can't just get infinite pluses, which would be crazy. But if any of your Yosenju monsters does battle damage, then you can search for a Yosenju card, whether it be monster or the trap card, which the trap card's really good. And then you play 3 Yosenju Tisi. I don't even know how to pronounce it, guys. I'm so sorry. It's 1000 attack. Basically, it's the honest of the Yosenju deck. But instead of giving it the monster they're fighting, it gives just 1000 attack. And also, you can summon him and then target one of your Yosenju monsters, including himself, and give it 1000 until the end turn. What's pretty fun about all these monsters is they return to your hand at the end of the turn, but Yosenju 1, 2, and 3, they all have effects where you can keep normal summoning each other. I mean, you can't be like 1 for 1 for 1. You have to be like 1, 2... 3, 2, and then you could play the honest one. Then we play 2 copies of Yosenju Sinchu L. Basically, you put this in the pendulum zone to prevent your Yosenju monsters from being destroyed. Now, some builds like this at 3. I like it at 2, just because, I don't know, I just do. But I also play a couple other tech cards, which I'll go ahead and get into. Well, real quick, let me finish this guy. Also, basically, like I said, you put this in the pendulum zone. If your Yosenju monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy this instead. Then I play 1 fossil dinosaur. Yeah, this guy, because when he's flipped, he blows up all your opponent's special summon monsters. And if he's face up on the field, neither player can special summon, but you're not special summoning anyway, so it's just funny to have this guy out, because then you're like, LOL, get good, scrub. And then 1 Thunder King, just because this is a really search-heavy format, and Thunder King is a nice 1900 beater. Onto the spells. 1 Raigeki, because why not destroy your opponent's monsters? 2 Dark Hole, because once again, why not destroy your opponent's monsters, get around Genlock or whatever. And because this deck, usually your monsters return to hand if you do not exceed, you're not going to have a field anyway, so free Dark Holes for days. Pot of Duality, just so you can dig through the deck quicker. 2 Typhoon, if I had room for it, I'd probably play 3, just because this deck kind of doesn't like back rows too much, because, you know, you get Mirror Force and then you cry. But then again, that's why you're playing the Yosenju L card. 3 Fire Formation Tinky, just because it allows you to search out your, search through your deck quicker for any of your Yosenju 1, 2, or 3 cards. 1 Divine Wind of Mist Valley, basically because at the end of the turn, your Yosenju monster will bounce to your hand, so why not? Basically, for you guys who don't know what it does, it's a field spell. Once per turn, if a face-up 1 monster you control returns to your hand, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower 1 monster from your deck. Now, keep in mind this is only once per turn, so it's not like, LOL, 2 goes to hand, I special summon 1 from deck. No, it's, okay, 2 goes from hand, I bring out 1. And then the other one will get bounced. But the one that gets special summoned will not be bounced because he was not normal summoned. Alright, onto traps. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, just because Bottomless is amazing. Mirror Force to stop the push plays. 1 TT, because if your opponent overextends, you're like, LOL, get good scrub, blow up their field. 1 Compulse, because, you know, bouncing monsters is always good. Vanity's Emptiness, because your monsters get around the whole special summon effect because they are getting normal summons, so you can storm the field and then lock your opponent out and they cannot special summon. 2 Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Chain's nice, you know, you stop an attack and then stop an effect as well. Then I play 3 of the Yosenju trap card, Yosenju Secret Move. When a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated while you control at least 1 face-up Yosenju monsters, and all other face-up monsters you control are Yosenju. Negate the activation, and if you do, you destroy that card. So they're like, okay, I want to activate TT. You're like, no. Mirror Force, no, or whatever. And then one Sol Morning because, you know, negating special summons or normal summons or just negating that one monster is really nice. Now on to the extra deck. One Crazy Box. We're not worrying about his effect. Basically, he's just here if you're playing against Skill Drain because Skill Drain really does hurt this deck. Or lose a turn. Evil Swarm Ouroboros. It takes 3 level 4s. Basically, you can detach one of the English words here. Once per turn, you can detach a material and use one of these effects. Target one card your opponent controls, return it to hand. So once again, bouncing. Send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, or banish one card from your opponent's graveyard. Then one Satellar Knight Deltros. Once again, 3 level 4s, 2,500. Basically, what you can do is once per turn, you can detach an XYZ material and then target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So it's a free destruction. Ragnarok, number 103, or Ragnazero, sorry. 2,400. It's just a generic rank 4. Once per turn during either player's turn. So if your opponent has like a big beefy monster, you can blow it up and then draw a card because this card destroys a monster whose attack is higher or lower than its original attack. And then you get a free draw card. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Tiger King. It's just 2 level 4 Beast Warrior monsters, so any 2 of your Yosenju monsters. And then you basically get tanky with him when you summon him, and that's what he's used for. That's why I have him in here. I don't ever really go into him. But I've noticed in this deck you don't really go into your extra deck too much, but it's still nice to have. 2 101s because it's a 2100 beat stick that can suck up a special summon monster. Why not? 1 Castel because bouncing your opponent's monsters are nice. 2 Lightning Chidori. For you guys who don't know what it is, it's a 2 level 4 1-type monsters. When this card is exceed summon, target 1 set card your opponent controls. Return that target to the bottom of the deck. Once per turn, you can detach a material and then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and then return that target to deck. So it's really nice to do this, bounce like a back row, and then you bounce one of their monsters, and then it's like, LOL, I just got rid of 2 of your cards for basically nothing. 1 Gagaga Samurai. It's a generic rank 4. Once per turn, you can detach and then target Gaga so he can attack twice. Just kind of an easier ODK type thing. 1 Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, because if your opponent has advantage, why not try to blow up their field, right? 1 Daiguso Emerald, just because it's a nice little refresh engine, you know, for if most of your Yosenju core is in there, then you can be like, okay, go into him because he's just a generic. Target 3 and then draw a card. 1 Abyss Dweller. For you guys who don't know what it does, you basically stop Burning Abyss effects or any graveyard effects going off. So if you're playing against heroes, you do it against Shadow Mist. If you're playing against Shadows, and all that fun stuff. And it's a 1700 beat stick. Also, it was really nice against Mermails too. And then, to finish off the extra deck, Gaga Cowboy. Basically, you do this to be a jerk and burn him for the last 800 life points. And that's pretty much my Yosenju deck. If you guys like it, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. And there will be more videos coming soon. I don't know how soon. And if you guys have any deck ideas you would like to see me build, just comment below. Thanks again. And remember, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And give this a video a thumbs up.